The thing about street courses, they're unforgiving, which make that a little bit more fun, to be honest. And we have over 30 cars in the race, trying to get through all the slower cars and have our own race. It's going to be a lot of fun, actually. I'm really looking forward to it.
Generated enough grip around the corner.
Oh, I love racing. It's great. And when you got the best in the business behind the wheel, you can't go wrong. It makes it a fun day.
Well, he's a voice.
Father.
Yeah, he's our father. He's a voice in our head when we're in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's got such a. I mean, if I was listening to a radio station, I'd want to be listening to Robin.
Exactly,
It's fantastic. It's just so soothing. He keeps us.
Especially when he says, "Go get him, David. Go get him." You know?
Yeah. he keeps you calm. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then when you need it, he flicks the switch and lets you loose. It's fantastic.
But yeah, I understand what they got. Not wholly what they're going through, but I know what they've got to get accomplished, and I know the challenges that are ahead of them. Try and think a little bit forward for them, stuff they can't see on the track. I can see the big picture of the race, whereas they can just see what's in their vision per se. Try and keep them abreast of that, let them know they're doing a great job. Sometimes you got to back them down a little bit, because they're getting a little bit too aggressive. But it's a common goal amongst the team, and I can sit back and look at the big picture, and these guys focus on what's happening right then and there. And like I said, or David said, when I see it's coming to a point, it's like, all right, David, now we've got to go get him. And it's fun to watch the monitors, because once you tell him that, and you see all the gauges that click up 2 notches, and you know that he's running 11/10ths then, and that's when the fun really begins.
It's fun. Yeah. We know what we have to do, and someone like Robin's got a massive amount of experience, worked with the best teams and the best drivers. So when you hear his voice, it's very, very calming, but very authoritative, and it just gives you that extra few tenths. It really does, and I love listening to his voice out there.
I mean, you have absolute trust in what he says.
I'm going to miss it when I retire. I'm going to miss having his
I'll phone
voice.
But I just want to say one thing there. David just said, I've worked with a lot of great drivers. Well, I think I'm working with the 3 best drivers out there right now, and it's such a pleasure to work with. I mean, they're like little brothers. I kind of want to take care of them, but you want to push them to the next limit. And watching them excel on the track really gives me a good feeling. It puts the hairs up on the back of my neck when you see them in the little red sections, and they're pushing forward as hard as they can.
Patrón Highcroft.
Okay.
That means it bodes well for a great race.
Pull the car back. You can pull it back. You cannot push it. Okay. Just be prepared for that. We all know what we're doing here. We know how to do it. I think we've got the best car out there. I know we've got the best crew. We've got to pull it off. Right? Every now and then, just
Well, ask as far as you get.
right?
Yeah.
So
All
be
right.
on your toes. Take your time, do the job right.
And I think this is going to be an extraordinary show, to be sure.
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Go to the grid. Put on an awfully remarkable show. When you think about what they're doing here.
What I love the most about street circuit is you got to be on the edge the whole time. You know, it's bumpy, you could lock up the wheels on the braking, but also you want to carry a lot of momentum going into the corners and end up as close as you can to the wall on the outsides. It's just so intense to drive on those tracks. It gives you such an adrenaline rush that you can't feel anywhere else. For me, street circuit is the best feeling you can get in racing. Because when you're a kid, you always dream about bringing a race car out on the street and just show off. It's really what it is, and to be honest, I had a great time today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you come here to Long Beach, you've always got an entertaining race. Just the layout of the track, you know, it's narrow, it's tight, everyone's pushing hard. There's debris on the track. There's so much going on out there, and particularly for the American Le Mans Series, who have, you know, different classes racing within the same race, and to try and get past them at the same time, you know, is really tough, and it just makes for fantastic racing. I mean, coming back from the press conference, you know, we met some of the people, and they just said this is just some of the best racing they've ever seen in the world, and it is like that. And you know, when you've got, you know, the teams and the drivers that we have in the championship, you know, it just makes for a fantastic show.